Namaste everyone. Very good evening and warm cordial welcome to one and all to this webinar on interpersonal skills part 3 for college students organized by Department of Biotechnology under the banner of Stanzani Club, KLU Societies S, Nizlingappa College. I'm Dr. Pratibha K.S., Coordinator, Department of Biotechnology and NSS Program Officer. It gives me a great privilege to welcome you all to this webinar session on interpersonal skills. Dear students, we have amongst us eminent enriched speaker, Mr. Amarnath J. Sir, a well-known personality development trainer. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Amarnath J. Sir for today's webinar session on interpersonal skills part 3. Welcome to this webinar, sir.
Thank you.
Now, without further delay, now I would like to request Mr. Amarnath J. Sir to take over today's session on interpersonal skills part 3. Over to you, sir.
Okay, with a warm greetings to everyone. And now everybody is a leader. Apart from the leader, the team members are also a good leaders. And here we will discuss about mentoring. Mentoring is all about how you trust others and how others also will trust you. Being a trusted advisor and helper with experience in a particular field. It's always the experience that makes a person better and better. A good leader is the one who always keeps learning. In learning, always we will become a better, in mentoring and also counseling everything. In mentoring, it is the direction that we give, the training that we are giving, and also the supporting hand, motivation, and obviously we will achieve our goal. The experience that it counts. It is always, it is said by Napoleon Hill, never give up, practice, practice that makes a man better and better. In any given field, the most important thing is supporting and guiding someone to develop the knowledge. In delegation, the knowledge that we impart as a leader, it counts a lot. And the experience that we give. It's not making, not only to understand, they should be able to visualize themselves to achieve the personal goals and the career goals and the organization goals. All these things, it goes hand to hand. A mentoring relationship may be a formal and an informal, but most involve trust, the mutual respect and commitment with the dedication as both the parties have worked together to achieve the goal. Every wheel, it has got its own responsibility. And motivation is one thing. The person will act upon your instructions. That should be the level of mentoring. Mentoring builds a good relationship between each member of the group. Here we can see how each wheel, if one wheel moves, automatically it is making the other wheel also to move. That is what exactly we have to achieve. The connectivity, which is very important in a teamwork with a visualization, right strategy, and the growth. The innovation is all about the creativity, how well it is applied. Research, search within, and successfully we can understand what is going on around us. It's an activity in which we work together. An activity which has been specifically designed so that every member of the group are assessed. When students come together naturally to help, it's how well the group supports. That is also very important. The peer group activity in lab classes and in tutorials. Here, peer, this is a very challenging one because handling the students may be very easy. The peer group, the students also, in equality, how they should take care of each other. Group work, it is always most significant to understand. Each one has to understand their role and for what they are working and how good they are taking responsibility and giving their accountability. In the background skill, decision making is the most challenging, and decision making is also easy provided I am a student of my life if I keep learning. Identifying the appropriate evidences and weighing that evidence, understanding the situation, it is situational, contextual, and taking the responsibility for a decision and its outcome. The very first step, it is made very clear. Identify the decision, gather the information, find out the alternates, evaluate it, that is called as the weighing the evidences, and choose among the alternatives, and be ready with the next strategy in case if it doesn't work, and put ourselves into an action, that is the motivation. And we have to review our decision and we have to observe our activities in what directions we are going. So decision making, problem solving, managing self, these are all a very important background skill that we require. Delegation is choose the appropriate task and we have to evaluate properly, for which we have to monitor also. And the skills that we need to develop and how we are going to apply it, that is also very important, since the implementation of any decision, it depends upon how well I delegate and we understand. Responsibility for determining when to ask someone else to make a decision or carry out a task, distributing the responsibility and authority. When we delegate, giving certain authority, making them powerful, that is also, it's a most significant task that a leader is having. In a group, by giving someone else the discretion to make decision that you have the authority to make. It should be formal and informal also, because formal most of the time it becomes a rules. In an informal way, when we approach, the understanding will be better in the group. Collaboration, collaboration, how collaborative we are. That's the quality, and it shows the productivity, working together, implementing the strategies, and the outcome is very evident. We should understand the mission of the project. We should be able to visualize. When communication is there, I should also be ready to listen properly. Then only that collaborative work, the brainstorming session, rather than dictating, asking opinion will be very important in a collaborative work, so that the planning is done by pooling all the opinions and the ideas, and we can decide which is the best one and which will be the alternate one also. The discussion will help for each member to understand each other so effectively, and these skills, it is supported by the implementation. Implementation is very important. So discussion, it should always result in a very good plan and the execution of the plan, that whatever we have undertaken. Networking, creating the contacts with the other people and maintaining those contacts. To maintain the contacts, we should also select the right team players. Acquiring and maintaining the information about the people, the contacts which are, how it is going to help to serve a specific purpose. Using the contacts in an ethical manner, it is a social discipline here which we are speaking, the good manners. The object is to help each other. So networking is always, it gives the confidence. The needed confidence is very important among everyone. Creating that contacts and acquiring and maintaining that information is very important in networking. Motivation. Motivation is all about the action part. Inspiring is making the other person to think. We need to understand the concept very clearly, and also we must identify the rules, how we will apply the techniques, and we will be able to measure the success. It's a progressive realization of a worthy goal. A speaker always inspires a listener should get motivated. Motivation is an action part. It's an enthusiasm and the energy, being positive and focusing on findings, solutions, and maintaining a positive attitude, even when things are not going well. When things are not going well means it's a challenging situation. The challenges will always create a new opportunities. The success will be much beyond our expectation, and we need to encourage each other to come up with the solution. A communicator, a leader is a one who welcomes the idea of every member of the team, listening carefully to the ideas and offering a constructive feedback. Even when I disagree, I should disagree with a solution. In my opinion, we should not have any conflicting situation. We should know how to manage a situation. That is where the motivation will be successful. Being prepared to support others in taking the agreed calculated risk and not blaming others when things go wrong. In a group, we need to understand it is always taking the responsibility that helps and also it motivate others. Okay, let us look into what can be the alternate strategy if this is not working. My dissent also should be in a proactive manner, and I should offer a solution. If I am not agreeing to certain things, if I am not getting motivated, then I should make it very clear. Can you please clarify in this particular issue? This is how the motivation, we should see the action. As a speaker, I can inspire, but the end result, what we need to, how it affects others, so that the effect can be seen. When the effect can be seen, then it is called as a very good motivation, for which effective communication is very important. Effective communication is all about the quality of my communication. Effectively is the way that I am communicating. Effective is the quality that I am having. The ability to have effective communication with your boss and other co-workers. How good you are in technical skill, conceptual skill, and a human skill, it counts a lot. I must be ready to communicate in the most effective way. It is important to always recognize the person who is speaking to you, to let them know you are listening. So a listener should give that sort of an indication. It's his body language is also important so that the speaker is going to be very comfortable. Once the person is done talking to you, it is important to summarize in your own words. When a person summarizes in his own words, It indicates that, yes, I have understood. If you have any questions about what was being said, then this is a time where you ask for clarification. So the vividness, the clarity is very much required. Again and again, we should understand both verbal communication and listening is a complicated art. This requires a lot of practice. Even when I read any article, I should be a listener. Even when I write, I should listen to what I'm writing. So the clarification is very much important. And only when there is a clarification is given, then the communication, it completes a circle so that the feedback also will be very effective. Sometimes during our jobs, we make mistakes that could have been avoided by effective communication. Mistake or I have not taken it properly. Take, I have mistake. That is a mistake. Even mistakes can bring a new opportunities if both are very good listeners. I should communicate in such an effective way, and as a listener, I should also listen very well. Listening is always with fully conscious, carefully, cautiously. I am hearing. Listening is all about listening means bending towards the information so that we can get a better response, not only for the workers or for the organization, even for the stakeholders of the company, they gets the benefit. So the stakeholders, they are very important because they are the one, the sleeping partners, they take the profits, and if it is going in loss, so further, fundraising will be very difficult. So for this, we had to visualize about everything what we are doing. There should be better productivity, consistency in the work, and we should have a very strong business relationship, and a better control should be there. So this will help to give a very effective communication. Apart from effective communication, it is also assertive communication. In assertive communication, even the speaker, he should be very clear, and the listener should be very clear. What is that a need, and also what is the want? So aggressiveness is all about how confident we are. Having these basic skills, you are able to deliver a message or an issue to the person. It needs to be delivered to, and only that person, while maintaining an effective manner of communication. Communication is all, again and again, we need to understand. It should be totally, it should be understood by the listeners. Be as concise and clear as you can about what it is you want or you need, and not to be afraid to be blunt about it. Where we require to use the minimum word. In 1 Minute Manager book, it is explained very clearly. We may communicate so much, but ultimately what I can communicate in so many words, can I communicate in a very concise, in a very brief, where the person should understand? A minimum word and a maximum effect should be there. Even if I want to give a lengthy communication where I need to give a proper pause, a pause should be there, and I should ensure myself whenever I am communicating whether the other person is understanding. This is what is all about the assertive communication, where we need to be very active. So listeners, how well he is able to understand it. There should be, it should not be aggressive in the sense, it should be properly communicated within a very assertive way. What others want when I take care, then I am very clear about my communication. So it is the way, the confidence that I'm having in my communication, how cool, equanimity of mind, they will say, and the voice that I am using in my communication. The most important thing in a communication is all about the anger management. This anger management, what it does, Krishna makes it very clear in Bhagavad Gita. In anger, our memory is lost. When memory is lost, we are not using our intelligence. When we don't use our intelligence, we fall. What is the root cause if we take? Anger is a byproduct whenever I don't get what I want. And a listener also may get angry because he is not getting what he wants. Whenever we don't get anything, we show it in our body language or we show it in our verbal communication. So, this being anger at work can cause a lot of problems and can possibly make you to lose our job also. It is most important to know what types of situation or people anger you and have an effective way to deal with those feelings. Once I start thinking, I'll become very proactive. Even in that situation, I'll start thinking about the solution. If I don't know how to manage, then only my intellect will not work, intelligence will not work. But once I become very proactive, even in my anger, what may be the reason? If I go to the root cause, then I will start thinking about the solution. Once I start thinking about the solution, my intelligence will work. The feelings that should be taken care. I need to learn what methods work for me as far as something that will calm, cool, it will make me comfortable. Anger is all about emotional management. What is emotion? Emotion is a strong feeling. It can be positive or it can be negative. When we discuss further in stress management, we will understand there is also called as a U stress, EU. If you take a horizontal line and a vertical line, the horizontal line will always tell about the stress and the vertical line will tell the progress. In stress management, in an anger management, the productivity will come down. Here, where we need to be very careful. The eustress is one, it is a positive one, where there is a productivity also. So, any stress, any anger, any conflict, we must be able to handle it very successfully. We need to learn what methods will work. Then automatically I keep myself very cool. Knowing how and when to deal with the workplace anger will better enhance the relationship between you and those you work with. So, anger is one thing, it separates, and knowing how to work, it brings together. And your colleague and your partner or anybody who is working with you, by seeing your mental composure, they also will change their attitude. There we have to discuss what is the solution. The best way to overcome an anger is we should start thinking proactively what can be the solution in this situation. If this strategy is not working, what can be the alternate strategy? And this will help to communicate your thoughts and feelings. Feelings is all about your emotion, thoughts is all about your psychological condition, your mental status, people around you and at a workplace, a reasonable and an approachable manner. And if this is done, the internal, response to the outer stimuli, these stimuli will trigger our behavior. So once we identify what it triggers, then we can take the needed step and talk to others and reframe your thinking so that it will become very productive. Even this will become an opportunity. It is not only we are learning, anger management in our workplace, this can happen anywhere. That is why a successful day's work in our profession, we can get back to our home sweet home in that positive mood. And the same thing when I come to the work, even I should start with a lot of positive attitude. So when anger management is done very well, automatically the conflict management. Conflict management is there are three types of conflicts: intrapersonal conflict, interpersonal conflict, and intergroup. Intrapersonal conflict is within myself. So here, I don't know what to prioritize. I'm not able to handle my thoughts. Conflicts resolution consists of knowing what the conflict is and how it affects you, as well as knowing the reasons why the conflict matters to you. Conflict is nothing but just a disagreement. If the relationship is good, a situation should not take over because of some problem. We should not lose our relation. We should know how to manage. If you are in a conflict with someone, it is important to include them into your resolution while maintaining a positive attitude and acting the civil towards them. It is a social discipline. Rather than having a different opinions, we can also ask what you think in this situation it will be good, so that you are welcoming and you will also participate in the given situation, and this will make a direct compromise with the person if possible and ask to hear their side of their story relating to the conflict at hand. So when two persons are there, there can be three ideas: my idea, the opposite person's idea, and when we put together, there is one more new idea may come, and our team will become very creative. It is not only creative, we will become very innovative. It is not only innovative, the team success and everybody will become a role model. Conflict resolution is also important because it tells the people you work with what you are, open to negotiation, the situation, and that you do care about what they think. It is a negotiation. In negotiation, both have to agree. The assertiveness is there, and it is a meditation. Meditation is all about the observation of everything. We need not stop thinking, but we should be a very good observer. And getting into the shoe of others, that is called empathization. And our accountability and creative problem solving. And if we facilitate, it always becomes let us talk towards the situation. So interpersonal skill and a teamwork. Now when we can manage very well the anger and also the conflict, the teamwork will become very effective. It is collaborative with other people and shares the idea and come to a common understanding. Decision is there. Automatically the problems gets resolved on its own. The teamwork basically knowing you, not only one at your workplace, and that other people have ideas and feelings too, and you all are working towards the same common outcome. A leader, everyone should understand, everybody is unique. Everybody has got a talent. And we need to understand that is why we work in an organization. We are selected because we have got that ability, we have got that talent, we have got that skill. Team understands the goal and is committed to attain it. Teamwork means knowing that even the thoughts of everyone, it may be different, but still it is possible. Make a common goal, make it to happen by setting those differences aside. Whenever I am working in a team, that oneness, networking, understanding each other, empathizing each other, being very creative, being very innovative, and having different viewpoints. This will also help very well. Even our family, that is also a teamwork. Each member must take that responsibility and contribute for the decision to make the strategy. And everybody's comfort is very important. The ability to solve the problem and to achieve the goals with others, that will directly affect your workplace. And knowing all these things, here we can see, I start with is what is necessary. Roti kapda makan is necessary. And I will start working towards the possibilities. And not only I will be working towards the possibilities, all of a sudden I am looking at myself, I am doing impossible things also. This is a process. In the process, everything is possible. So always we should understand it is that talent, it is that ability, it is that quality that I am having. That is what it made me to prove that I am a successful person in an interview. All these things we promise to an organization. And organization also, they will start seeing that is how we get into an organization. And once we join an organization, it is the beginning of the career. So everyday learning, if we keep doing it, here you can see that how you jump. It is like I can remember Sundarakanda, Hanuman, once he was made to realize his potential, then he was able to see the achievement and success before starting the work. So in an interpersonal skill, communicator and a listener, they know very well the common purpose why we have come together, and we can visualize the success and wishing everyone to achieve that success. And also you can go beyond your limitations or the whatever it is set the goal, you can achieve it before the deadlines. And also you will do more. Doing more is important. That will help you in all aspects of your life. Thank you. Wishing all the best. Good day.
Thank you, sir. That
Yes,
was
madam.
really a complete package of interpersonal skills. I really thank from bottom of my heart because of this presentation. It has given really a complete information about interpersonal skill. Hope students will imbibe in their day-to-day life, and they'll uh, try to understand about all these particular concepts. And you made them very easy to analyze and easy to understand. Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah, we'll see all these six qualities are going to be our students, their life skill: awareness, communication, and also the time management. Thank you, madam. Because of the challenges that we faced in our last presentation,
Yes,
and this time it has become more successful. Okay.
very successful.
Thank you. Good day. Okay, madam.
Thank you. On behalf
Right
of
now.
Keli Society's S. Nijlingappa College, I thank Mr. Amarnath J. Sir, a personality development trainer, for accepting our invitation and who supported us in presentation of this interpersonal skill, and is being continuous with us in presentation and almost all the personal development concepts he has explained. In future also he is going to be with us and he is going to support, and for that unconditional support, thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Finally, I extend my sincere thanks to all the participants on behalf of Kelly Management, Principal, heads of various department, faculty, and also on my personal behalf. I, Dr. Pratibha K, signing off for today. Stay tuned with me. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe, protect yourself, and protect others. Thank you for joining
From
us.
my side, it is a regards to you. You are
Oh,
given
great.
478 students.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Good day.
Thank you.
Okay.